All right, what we're gonna do is, he's gonna grab on the back. I see him grab for his knife, and then he's gonna do an angle one hook to the eyes, and I immediately follow up and I block with here. Obviously, the longer his blade is, the more I have to distance myself, and if it's a sword, it's gonna be a different story, but in a knife, a fixed blade, it's gonna work fine. So I'm doing the palm strike up, I block and I deflect. A lot of times, if you want to be finite about the idea, you start about the forearm and you curl it in, right? Because sometimes just that motion can pop it out of their hand as well. But the main thing is block it down. I'm going to create what looks like a smiley face pattern or a 180 circle on the low side, so I parry it down. As I parry it down, he may be trying to slash me in the stomach, so I got to make sure I hollow out my abs, follow it here. Right when it gets about 3/4 to the way of the finish on this side, I'm gonna block it with this side. If I don't block it with the opposite hand, he's just gonna slice it up, either do it that way or do it this way. Or he could just simply hit me this way or hit me that way or stab me this way. So if I do it only halfway, he's gonna stab me this time. I parry it over and it doesn't do me any good because he slices my neck or pounds my face in. So I gotta be ready for that. So there's resistance here, so I gotta hollow my body out and follow the force. Now I'm over here, so if he backhands, I'm there. And then I do the same thing from the opposite side. I make that smiley face pattern down, and I go back over here. So you're kind of protecting it. You want to keep your hands in close. So pass, pass. There's my first pass. There's my second pass. So just do that. Then we'll switch sides. He hooks on an angle one attack. It's opposite. So if it's his left hand, it's my left hand. If it's his right hand, it's my right hand. I make sure I'm distance away from this blade. I parry it down as he's trying to slice me, right? If I am in close, he's just gonna slice me. I'm gonna parry it into a slice and make it worse. So you do have to hollow out, and then you gotta be ready for it here so he doesn't come back and knife me or stab me. And then we kind of come back. If I do it wrong again, I just do half of the motion, he comes back on me and he has a stab, a slash, a hit, whatever he wants from there. Put the knife away, now it's my turn. And this is how you start the drill. You just keep it very simple. I hook, angle one attack. He follows it through. I'm trying to cut his stomach. He hollows himself out. I'm trying to backhand him. He protects him with the secondary hand. So the pass drill. Start nice and slow. We always try to do these videos nice and slow just to show you the benefits of just getting the rhythm down, getting the speed and the coordination down. All right, next one. I'm going to do the opposite side. Go ahead and do the opposite side now as I hook. And then try to keep the thumb in if you can remember, because it gets you out of the habit of thinking that it's a grab. We're just passing it along. Good. Once we have that, Bill's going to come back at me. I'm going to add eye insert. So he hooks on the angle one. I block. It's his right hand. It's my right hand. As I pass it down, I hollow out my stomach. There's an eye strike. There's a thumb to the eye. There's a throat strike. And then I'm ready to over here. So as I go on the downward, there's a strike. There's a strike. Anything to the face. You can start with just the open hand. You can make it into a fist, fist. It can be a hammer fist, boom. You can be a neck strike. You can be an elbow to the chest, an elbow to the face, an elbow to the nose. It could be an elbow, boom, pushing it away, and there could be add-ons from there. And then he switches sides. So here, and then all I'm adding is some type of high-end strike. That's my opportune time to thumb the eyes if needed, to just slap the face, to just elbow the face, to slap the arm away, to pound the arm. You can do it however you want. And then we'll practice with Bill. So I'll attack Bill. So as he does the downward, that's when he does either some type of snake strike to the eye, thumb to the eye, slap to the face, pop the ears, elbows, hammer fist, uppercut, side fist, back fist, whatever. Boom. And then I might switch hands all of a sudden. Now he's ready on the opposite side. Boom. Good. Then Bill comes back at me, same drill. He attacks with the hook. I block, get it out of the way, protect. I hollow out, I pass it. Now when this hand comes over here, it's gonna stop it. And then I'm going to take both of my thumbs here and I'm going to place them on his back of his hand. So I want 2 thumbs to be centered to the back of his hands. So I was here, right, kind of like that X block, and I kind of just do a small adjustment here. Now I'm going to pull the thumb toward his face, or push it to his face, while my other 4 fingers pull toward me. 4 fingers pull toward me, 2 thumbs push toward him. And I move back and I straighten out his arm, and then you have him down. And then hopefully you have something from there, a disarm and a finish. He does the opposite hand. So it's here, and as soon as I pass it, there could be still a strike there, and I pass it here, but instead of going here, I just go straight to the 2 thumbs to the back of the hand. I rotate it over, I push the thumbs toward his face, I pull the 4 fingers toward me, and I step back, pull him down, take the knife away if it's released, and you go from there. I do it to Bill. Bill puts that knife away. So as soon as he passes down, he passes into 2 hands. Thumbs go over, push and pulls, takes the knife out, finishes with the stab. Good, or multiple stabs, of course. Then I do the left hand. He blocks, he passes it, he grabs with 2 thumbs, pushes it down, takes it away because I don't have a good grip, and then he does his finish combination, or what he needs force necessary. Okay, then Bill comes back and we're going to kind of add on. So that was what we just did, is off of if he's going to backhand, right? This is when he's going to do the backhand. So that's when we do that type of movement. But if I pass it here and we do it off of the first one here, it's not going to work, right? I don't want to, I'm like, oh shoot, I got it here, it's not working. How's the hand go? So in that case, let me show you here. I go in here, and you can still kind of turn it here, but I turn his knife down, and instead of moving back, I actually kind of move forward. And sometimes you want to pop up the elbow, and then you have a C-lock, and you have other finishes from there. Go to switch hands. Block, pass. We might pass it a few times for this drill. Now once we're here, I grab the wrist, and I turn it toward him. And then sometimes there'll be a straight arm. Sometimes I can just put it in here. I can pop up the elbow, come into the C-lock. A lot of times you can just push it in and they can stab themselves. Pull out the knife and do your finish combination from there. Bill will do it. So again, it's going to be off of that. Before it was off of the backhand, now it's off of that first motion, which is the hook. So put the knife away, and then Bill will do it to me. So I hook, he doesn't do anything except pass. He passes it, but now on this backhand, he passes it again, and now he's ready for the drill. He passes, he grabs. Sometimes they'll just kind of bend it right away, and then we're just basically going to bend the elbow like this to a C-lock. So you can, if you do it that way, you're going to have to keep twisting one way. Yep, and that's the back bend. That's the other variation. And then give it to me, hook, punch. 1. So from here, it's kind of like I grab it the same way with the thumbs over, turn it, pull it into me, and I walk forward, right? Straight arm bar, break it this way, pop it up, and then you have the bend. So do it right off of that one. Yep, or you pass it a couple times. Grab it, twist it. Yep, so you twist it this way, thumbs on the backside. There you go. Then you come toward me, and then you have the release. You take the knife away, kick, whatever you want to do. Good. And if I pop to the backside, then it's a C-lock. Try it on the left side, pass it a couple times. Yep, and then release it back to the grab. You're kind of turning the thumb this way, yep, and you're pushing forward toward me. And then I release it, I'm weak, and now you got a weak grip. It's easy to take the knife away. Good. So the main thing is, the first part of the drill is just, it's kind of like Kung Fu, right? Where you're just practicing the drills, right? You're just kind of in that horse stance. You're doing an inside block. You're down, around, making that smiley face, outside block, down, around. So this is the drill. And then you can do it from different positions. And then you can kind of combine them. When you're going fast, it's almost like 2 motions are happening at the same time. Then I pass, and I grab, and I move back is one drill off of the backhand. Or on the same side hand, I move toward them. And then we're still, while we're passing, we're adding our inserts, right? And you want to add the inserts on that downward motion, not on the upward motion. Practice that.